I say there are things better left unsolved.
Who knows what waits for us in nature's no man's land?
Impossible, unbelievable, fantastic. But I tell you, it could happen. It could happen. It could happen. It could happen.
Yes, it could happen. For various authorities believe that buried somewhere under the polar ice cap, in a state of suspended animation, are the awesome creatures, the leviathans that roamed the earth at the dawn of time. And under certain conditions, a nuclear explosion could free one from his icy tomb. Then, guided by instinct, the beast would come back to the caverns of the deepest Atlantic where it was spawned. An armored giant, wreaking his prehistoric fury on modern man and his puny machines. Cities would be terrorized by the cruel intruder from the past. Populations crazed and panicked with fear by its destructive force. Granite and steel would crumble. Soldiers and their weapons would be powerless before the onslaught of the beast. The beast. The beast. The beast from 20,000 fathoms.
Herald Square, 34th Street, Broadway. Every section of the city is guarded. No one knows where the monster will strike next.
Another one, Colonel?
No.
You know where the radioactive isotope is?
No, but if it can be loaded, I can fire it.
I'll load it. Just remember one thing. This is the only isotope of its kind this side of Oak Ridge, so you can't miss.
The ghosts are moving tonight, restless, hungry. May I introduce myself? I'm Watson Pritchard. In just a minute, I'll show you the only really haunted house in the world. Since it was built a century ago, 7 people, including my brother, have been murdered in it. Since then, I've owned the house. I've only spent one night there, and when they found me in the morning, I was almost dead.
I'm Frederick Loren, and I've rented the house on Haunted Hill tonight so that my wife can give a party. A haunted house party. She's so amusing. There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited. If any of you will spend the next 12 hours in this house, I'll give you each $10,000, or your next of kin in case you don't survive. Ah, but here come our other guests. It was my wife's idea to have our guests come in funeral cars. She's so amusing. Her sense of humor is, shall we say, original. I dreamed up the hearse. It's empty now, but after a night in the house on Haunted Hill, who knows? This is Lance Schroeder, a test pilot, so no doubt a brave man. But don't you think you can be much braver if you're paid for it? And I happen to know that Lance needs the $10,000 I'll give him. if he's brave enough to stay all night. This is Ruth Bridges. You've no doubt read her column in the newspapers. She says her reason for coming to the party is to write a feature article on ghosts. She's also desperate for money. Gambles. You've already met Watson Pritchard, a man living in mortal fear of a house, and yet he is risking his life to spend another night here. I wonder why. He says for money. This is Dr. David Trent, a psychiatrist. He claims that my ghost will help his work on hysteria. But don't you see a little touch of greed there? Around the mouth and eyes. This is Nora Manning. I picked her from the thousands of people who work for me because she needed the 10,000 more than most. Supports her whole family. Isn't she pretty? The party's starting now, and you have until midnight to find the house on Haunted Hill.
Where is everybody?
It isn't a very warm welcome, is it?
Only the ghosts in this house are glad we're here.
Are we all strangers to each other? Don't you two know each other?
I'm afraid I don't even know your name.
I'm Nora Manning.
Lance Schroeder.
Is Frederick Loren a friend of yours?
I've heard of him, but I've never met him.
I work for one of his companies, but I've never seen him.
I've never met the man either. Just a phone call. Do you know him?
No.
Well, then you're the only one of us who does.
I don't know him. All the details about renting the house were done by mail.
He's quite wealthy, isn't he?
Millions.
And 5 wives, I believe.
4, I think, so far.
A $50,000 party for only 5 people is a little steep, even for a millionaire.
Well, if I were going to haunt anybody, this would certainly be the house I'd do it in.
Who closed the door?
thing's made of solid steel.
Annabelle, our guests are here, unfortunately still alive. Is your face on yet?
Dust and dirt everywhere, and the water barely trickles. Couldn't you have had the place cleaned?
Atmosphere, darling. You know how ghosts are. They never tidy up. And that's a very fetching outfit, but hardly suitable for a party.
I'm not going to the party.
The spend-the-night ghost party was your idea, remember? Since it's going to cost me $50,000, I want you to have fun.
The party was my idea until you invited all the guests. Why all these strangers? Why none of our friends?
Friends? Do we have any friends?
No, your jealousy took care of that.
I had a reason for inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatrist to typist, and from drunk to jet pilot. They share one thing. They all need money. Now let's see if they're brave enough to earn it.
And you call this a party?
Could be.
Why do you always do that? It spoils the champagne.
It might explode.
Never does.
Would you guarantee that?
That isn't funny, Frederick.
Make a good headline. Playboy kills wife with champagne cork. Will you join me?
No, thank you.
Just a sip might improve your humor.
My humor is fine, thanks. And I haven't poisoned it.
It's always good to know that. Have some. You'll enjoy the party more. Go on.
Your trust is so touching. And I'm not going to the party.
Of all my wives, you're the least agreeable.
But still alive.
Would you go away for $1 million, tax-free? You want it all, don't you?
I deserve it all. Your jealousy isn't tax-free, and your possessiveness is maddening.
If ever a man had grounds for divorce.
But can't prove them.
The time will come. You'll slip up one of these days.
Think so?
If I live long enough. You remember the fun we had when you poisoned me?
Something you ate, the doctor said.
Yes. Arsenic on the rocks. Annabelle, you'd do it again if you thought you could get away with it, wouldn't you?
Darling, what makes you think that?
Something about you. I hear that hanging is very uncomfortable, in case you get any more ideas. Now, don't let the ghosts and the ghouls disturb you, darling.
Darling, the only ghoul in the house is you.
And don't sit up all night thinking of ways to get rid of me. It makes wrinkles.
This is what she used on my brother and her sister. Hacked them to pieces. We found parts of the bodies all over the house. In places you wouldn't think. The funny thing is the heads have never been found. Hands and feet and things like that. But no heads.
The wife, probably in a rage, threatened the husband with a knife and then, carried away by hysteria, took a swing at him and simply went on from there.
Well, she certainly went on. How many people did she kill, Mr. Pritchard?
Only two. Her husband and her sister. No one else was here.
So there are two loose heads just floating around in here somewhere?
You can hear them at night. They whisper to each other and then cry.
Since our host isn't here, would anyone care to mix me a drink?
Certainly. What will you have?
Good evening. I'm your host, Frederick Loren. Since we're all strangers to each other, let's get acquainted with a drink, shall we?
Mr. Loren, I advise you to call this party off now. The ghosts are already moving, and that's a bad sign.
Let me apologize for my wife. She'll join us later. What do you have?
Scotch and.
Doctor?
I'll have the same.
Now, before the party begins, let's go over the details. The caretakers will leave at midnight, locking us in here until they come back in the morning. Once the door is locked, there's no way out. The windows have bars that a jail would be proud of, and the only door to the outside locks like a vault. There's no electricity, no phone, no one within miles, so no way to call for help.
Like a coffin.
So if any of you decide not to stay for the party, you must let me know before midnight. Of course, if you leave, I shan't be able to pay you anything.
I'm interested in your reasons for this, party. Aside from pleasant company.
Ghosts, Doctor. I think everyone wonders what they would do if they saw a ghost. And now my wife has given us all the opportunity to find out.
Amusing. Ghosts, etc., being only creations of hysteria, your party should be a success.
Well, Pritchard here promises us genuine ghosts.
7 now. Maybe more before morning.
That's cheerful.
4 men have been murdered in this house. And 3 women.
You planned your party very well, Mr. Loren. 4 of us are men, 3 are women. Well, a ghost for everybody.
Well, Pritchard, why don't you take us on a tour through the house and let's see what happens, huh?
See that stain? Blood. A young girl was killed here. And whatever got her wasn't human. Don't stand there.
What do you mean? Where?
It's too late. They've marked you.
Ridiculous. The roof probably leaks.
Oh, that must be what it is. Who would want to haunt me?
I would say any self-respecting male ghost.
I hope it doesn't come back.
Well, Mr. Pritchard, you're the life of the party.
He hasn't even started yet. Wasn't there a man who threw his wife into a wine vat or something?
That was in the cellar. There's been a murder almost every place in this house. All this belonged to a Mr. Norton, who didn't die here. He was electrocuted later. Mr. Norton did a good deal of experimenting with wines, but his wife didn't think it was any good. So he filled the vat with acid and threw her in. She was supposed to stay down, but the bones came up. It's a funny thing, but none of the murders here were just ordinary. Just shooting or stabbing. They've all been sort of wild, violent, and different.
Look out!
God, she didn't fall in.
You mean there's still acid in there?
Destroys everything with hair and flesh. Just leaves the bones. My, it's dry and dusty down here.
Well, there's a A cure for that upstairs. Come on.
How'd you get invited to this party? No. Oh, go on. I mean, what'd he tell you?
Mr. Loren said everybody'd get $10,000.
But he didn't say anything about being locked in.
No.
He just made the deal with me on the phone, but nothing about having to stay.
Aren't you going to stay?
If I don't, I lose $10,000.
I'm going to stay, too. $10,000.
Yeah. You believe in ghosts?
I don't know.
Well, I agree with what that doc says. You can spook yourself. I've done it in planes. Seen things that weren't really there. Or were they? What are you going to do with your $10,000? If we get it.
What do you mean, if we get it? Won't he pay us if we stay?
Ah, sure he will. 10,000 is no more to him than a nickel is to us.
We were in an automobile accident. Now I'm the only one in the family who can make any money.
Boy, I've never seen so many doors. Closet? Bottles.
Does it go anywhere? Nothing that money won't cure. I must have bumped my head.
And the only way you could bump your head in here is to run head on into the wall. You didn't do that, did you? Let's get a bandage on that.
I wonder why they didn't kill him.
Who?
He didn't bump his head. They hit him.
They?
Nora, when you came in, you said something about a ghost.
There was something.
What did it look like?
Well, it was wearing a black thing that went all the way to the floor.
Weren't you a little frightened at the time?
Well, yes.
That, Mr. Loren, is hysteria.
Well, then, Doctor, how do you explain what happened to Lance? Was that hysteria, too?
You better get that checked in a day or so.
Thanks, Doc. Wait for me in the hall.
The ghosts are coming closer, Mr. Loren.
You really believe in your pet ghost, don't you, Pritchard?
Before the night's over, you will, too.
Would you like a drink, Lance?
No, thanks.
I'd like one. Scotch and. Mr. Loren, are you really going to pay anyone who stays all night?
Certainly. $10,000.
Will there be much red tape or delay?
You in a hurry, dear?
Frankly, yes. Or frantically.
There you are, my dear.
Someone or something was in here when I came in. But where? And if the door was locked, how did it get out? What you saw might have been a ghost, Nora, but what was in here with me was no ghost.
I don't know. I was so scared.
Does it sound different to you?
Yes.
Three, 6, 9, 12. 12 feet. Three, 6. Now, I'm going to knock on the other wall. When you hear me, you knock on this wall. Tap lower down. Where'd it come from?
From in here.
What if it ran out of here? I'd have seen it.
Lance, it doesn't run. It just floats.
Yeah, but why didn't I see it?
You don't believe me.
Well, how can I?
I'm Annabelle Loren. You must be Miss Manning. I realize this is a very unusual and I'm afraid very dull party. Wouldn't you like to freshen up? This is your room. Depressing, isn't it?
I doubt if I'll spend much time here.
It's going to rain. Perfect atmosphere for my husband's party. Why did you come here?
He said he'd give me $10,000.
Why did he pick you?
I don't know. My supervisor just came and said I'd been invited.
How long have you known my husband?
I just met him tonight.
So So? Why you? What were you doing wandering around by yourself?
Well, I was in the cellar with Lance, Mr. Schroeder, and I just left, that's all.
Don't do it again. Don't go anywhere in this house by yourself. Now fix your face and I'll come by for you in a few minutes.
But
You're in danger. We all are.
But who?
I hope for your sake you never find out. I'm Annabelle Loren. Were you looking for something?
Not exactly.
Are you the doctor?
No, I'm Lance Schroeder.
The pilot. You've hurt yourself.
Oh, it's just a bump on the head. Which is my room?
I believe this is it.
Thank you, Mrs. Loren.
Annabelle, Lance. You were with the young girl in the cellar. Why was she so upset?
Was she?
And you don't look like the type to go around bumping his head. What really happened, Lance?
Well, Nora thought she saw a ghost, but I didn't see anything.
She was just frightened then.
And mad at me, I think. I kidded her about it.
I wouldn't joke about anything else that happens here tonight.
Now, don't tell me you're taking all this seriously.
Aren't you?
Well, I'd like to find out what hit me.
Lance. If I need help, may I count on you?
Sure, I guess so. Look, what's going on here anyway? I mean, what is with this party bit?
This is no party. He's planning something.
Your husband?
I wish I knew what it was.
Must be pretty big if he's going to lay out $50,000.
The money doesn't mean anything. He has a reason for getting us all up here to this dreadful old house.
Well, what for? He doesn't even know us.
Maybe that's exactly why you're here.
Well, what can he get away with?
Oh, he thinks that big money like his can get away with anything. You know, of course, that I'm his fourth wife. The first simply disappeared. The other two died. Lance, I don't want to join them.
You mean he,
Oh, his doctor said they died of heart attacks. 2 girls in their 20s.
Well, what can he do?
My husband is sometimes insane with jealousy. Nothing matters to him then. Please be careful.
Would he hurt you?
He would kill me if he could.
Annabelle, you're missing all the fun. Nora Manning was almost killed by a falling chandelier. The pilot bashed his head in.
Is he badly hurt?
The Saturnine psychiatrist bandaged him up. Don't you want to go and console him, as you do most men, in your fashion?
You're so clever, Frederick.
Yes, I lie awake nights wondering why I married you. It was rather a mistake.
You didn't marry me, dear. I married you. Unpleasant, but no mistake.
Hurry up.
Frederick, for the last time, I'm not going to your party.
And for the last time, it's not my party, but yours. And you are going.
I am not.
You ready, dear?
No.
Are you ready, dear?
Yes, damn you.
But you adore me as much if I were poor. No. All you want to be is a lovely widow. It's almost time to lock up the house. And then your party will really begin. I wonder how it'll end. close to midnight, Lance.
Okay. I'll be down in a minute.
Who is it?
Your host, my dear. It's almost midnight, Nora. We're all going to get together down in the living room.
All right, Mr. Loren. I'll be right down.
Come with us before he kills you. Where's Nora? Miss Manning.
I don't want to stay here.
Nora, what happened? That's Jonas Slides and his wife. They've been caretakers here for years. She's blind, you know.
I'm not going to stay here.
Well, Doctor, it looks like we have a real case of hysteria on our hands.
I think she's just a little upset, not hysterical.
Good evening.
Hello, my dear. This is my wife. These are our guests. Ruth Bridges, Dr. Trent. You know Watson Pritchard, of course. Nora Manning, and this is Lance Schroeder.
Get me out of here.
Now, what about the 10,000?
I don't care. He wants to kill me.
Who wants to kill you?
Mr. Loren.
May I have your attention, please? I think you all remember the bargain we made about staying all night. $10,000 apiece. If any of you don't survive, $50,000 will be divided amongst the rest of you. If I should die, you will be paid by my estate. When the door is locked from the outside by the caretakers, we'll all be forced to stay in this house until morning. If any of you decide not to stay, you must leave with the caretakers now. You won't have a chance to change your minds later, because there'll be no way to get out.
I don't want to stay.
Wait.
Midnight yet? Who told them they could leave?
They never leave before midnight.
Well, they've gone now. I was going to ask you whether you wanted to stay or not, but it seems that the caretakers have made the decision for you. We're all locked in now.
But I don't want to stay.
And I'm sorry, my dear, but it's too late now.
Darling, haven't you had enough of the silly game? Get some cars up here for these people and let them go home. But pay them first.
This is your party, remember? In spite of my wife's faith in my ability to do the impossible, we will all have to stay in this house until 8 o'clock in the morning. But we have some party favors for you in these little coffins. This is my wife's idea. And I must say, I think it's rather dangerous. I suppose you all know how to use one of these things, but in case you don't, you just press down on this lever with your thumb and then pull the trigger. You see, they're loaded.
These are no good against the dead, only the living.
Doctor? Lance? Nora?
Go ahead, take it.
Miss Bridges? And here's yours, dear.
I don't need it.
It was your idea. Who knows, you may want to use it on me before this night is over.
Throw these guns away. They won't do you any good.
I agree with Pritchard on that point, although not for the same reason.
Dr. Trent, don't you approve of our little party favors?
Suppose Nora had had a gun when she mistook the blind woman for a ghost.
I don't think anyone else is going to walk around in total darkness.
Oh, I'm sure we're not going to go running around the house shooting each other, aren't you?
Who knows? Fear makes people do amazing things.
Mr. Pritchard, you said your sister-in-law killed a man and a woman here and cut them up? You said they found hands and feet, but they never found any heads. Would you like to see one of those heads? Would you all like to see one of those heads? Well then, just follow me.
Darling, I really don't need this.
Just go look in my suitcase. Just go look. But it was in there. A woman's head.
Nora, I think you're a little upset. Would you care for a sedative?
Get out! Get out, all of you! All of you, get out of here and leave me alone! Just get out of here!
You think it's all right to leave her by herself, Doctor?
I wish she'd taken the sedative.
Well, what do you suppose she thought she saw?
They're closing in on her.
Look, Doc, I think somebody ought to stay with her.
There could be 1 million people around her. But if they wanted her, they'd get her.
What if he's right?
He's too drunk to know what he's talking about.
I wonder. I'll join you in a minute.
Do you think it would do any good if you went in and talked to her?
Well, do you think there really was a head in her suitcase?
I don't know.
A thing like that would put me right over the edge.
Look, would you sort of stay up here, I mean, in case she needs help?
All right. I'll be in my room. Just call it.
Thanks.
Are you sure there are only 7 people in this house?
Positive, except for the ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts, nor in frightening women. In Nora's case, it's gone far enough. Perhaps too far.
What do you suggest we do about it, Doctor?
Don't frighten her any more.
Nora? 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 What do you know about this?
They've taken her. In a little while, she'll be one of them.
Where's Norton? Where is she?
It's too late. It's too late. You'll never find her again.
Pritchard, if you know where she is, you better tell me now.
She's gone. She's gone with them. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Nora?
She's dead, Mr. Loren. Your wife hanged herself.
Suicide.
Tried to kill me. He grabbed me and choked me and put me in that room. And then he went away and left me.
Who?
He thought I was dead.
Who?
Mr. Lord.
Are you sure about this?
I don't know. It was dark, but it must have been him.
Has anybody seen you since he left you?
I heard some people in that room, but I went by and nobody saw me.
Mrs. Loren is dead.
But how?
Loren said she committed suicide, but I think somebody killed her.
Him?
I'm sure you've come to the same conclusion I have.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's all have a meeting, discuss what to do. The living room?
Okay, in a minute. I gotta go downstairs. Now, you lock yourself in here and don't let anybody know you're here. If he thinks you're dead, he won't come here. And I'll get back as soon as I can. You'll be all right. And if you have to, You use it.
So beautiful. So greedy. So cold. What are you doing in here?
Wait. Don't wait.
What do you mean coming in here?
I didn't want them to take her away.
You're drunk.
They will if you don't watch her.
You're drunk. All right, out with it, Bridget. Why did you come into this room?
I'm the only one who understands.
Understands what?
Your wife isn't there anymore. She's already joined them.
Look, Bridget, I've had enough of your spook talk. Get out, you sot, and don't come back into this room again.
Where's what's-her-name? Nora.
I didn't disturb her since I don't think this concerns her.
No, you're right.
Mr. Loren, isn't there some way we can get out of this house now?
No, none at all.
We could try breaking out.
The only door to the outside is made of steel. The bars of the windows are set in solid stone. We gotta stay.
I'm not afraid of your ghosts, Pritchard. But I am afraid. When we came here a few hours ago, the only thing we had in common was the $10,000 we'd get. Now, however, we share something else. The death of Mrs. Loren. So far tonight, one of us was almost killed by a falling chandelier. One of us was mysteriously slugged. One of us has been driven to the brink of absolute hysteria, and one of us is dead. Were these accidents? Suicide? And we must stay here for 6 more hours.
6 hours? 6 of us. Time enough.
Who'll be next? How will it happen?
Let me ask you a question, Doctor. You were the first one to see my wife there. Did you also see anything that she could have climbed up on and then jumped?
No.
Did any of you? There was nothing. How then did she get up there so high?
Exactly, Mr. Loren. How? She couldn't have pulled herself up there. She couldn't have dropped from the ceiling. Do you think your wife killed herself?
No. She was murdered by one of you.
Or you, Mr. Loren. To deliberately kill someone, you must have a reason.
We were all strangers to your wife. Only you had a motive for murder.
What husband hasn't at some time wanted to kill his wife? What husband hasn't had 1,000 opportunities to do it in such a way so that he'd never be suspected? I'm not such a fool as to hang my wife from a ceiling by a rope.
The fact remains that you, or one of us, murdered Mrs. Loren. And that's a matter for the police.
So how do we get the police?
That's my point. We can't until morning. What began as a silly party given by an eccentric has now involved us all in murder.
For once, Pritchard may be right. If another murder's in the works, let's stop it now.
Another murder?
Why not? Maybe one of us saw too much.
Why should even a millionaire want to give each of us $10,000 to spend one night in a gloomy old house? To see some ghosts, have a party? No.
Have you finished trying me, Doctor? And is the verdict guilty of murder?
Oh, this isn't getting us anywhere. Somebody killed Mrs. Loren. We know that. One of us is guilty and the rest of us are innocent. Okay. Now, what we have to do for the next 6 hours is protect ourselves from each other.
Do you really think?
I don't think anything. I just know that I'm going to my room. And if anybody comes in, I'll shoot him. Or her.
And if we all stay in our rooms, we'll be safe. Because the innocent will have no reason to leave his room. And the guilty will admit his guilt if he or she does.
And we all have guns.
And we're all agreed?
Oh, I wish this night were over.
Rooms? Guns? I tell you, it doesn't make any difference. They aren't through with us yet. What's the use of saying goodnight?
Good night.
Good night, Doctor.
Lance. You okay? They've all gone to their rooms and locked themselves in.
Lance, I've been thinking. It was so dark down there. Maybe it wasn't Mr. Loren.
It was him, all right. He tried to kill you, and he did kill his wife.
How can you be so sure?
She tried to warn me, asked me to help her. The doc thinks he's going to try and kill one of us. Now, there must be a way out of this place, and I'm going to find it and get the police before he does.
I'm going with you.
What if he finds out you're alive? No, Nora. You're safer here than any place else. Now just lock yourself in and keep quiet. If I find a way out, I'll come back and get you.
An admission of guilt, Doctor?
Certainly not. There's either somebody else in this house or one of us has left his room. Did you hear anything?
Organ music?
That, and someone walking.
You got yours? Ready?
You look downstairs, and I'll look up here.
Why not together?
There may be only minutes, seconds left of someone's life. Why waste time? It's almost over, darling. Every detail was perfect.
What's happening?
We've done it. A perfect crime. Beautiful.
Has she killed him?
Not yet. But she will.
Get me out of this hanging harness. What's taking that girl so long? What time is it?
At first, I couldn't get Nora to want to protect herself with a gun. But after you appeared at the window, everything began to work just as we had planned. You were wonderful. Just the touch that finally drove her into complete hysteria.
It'll be worth all of our planning, darling. Where's Nora now? What's happening?
On her way to the cellar. So scared she'll shoot the first thing that moves.
And Frederick?
On his way to the cellar, too.
David, are you sure none of them will suspect us?
Of what? An hysterical girl accidentally shoots somebody? Who would suspect that we planned it that way, that we drove her to it?
What about my suicide?
But just a ghost party gag. We'll claim it was a dummy since I'm the only one who touched you.
And the caretakers?
Well, they had no idea what they were really doing.
What about Nora? She's not stupid, you know.
Darling, believe me, everything we planned is working perfectly. Nora is sure Frederick murdered you. She thinks Frederick attacked her in the cellar, not me. And now Nora's almost out of her mind with fear. The heads, the music, you're hanging. I tell you, when Frederick walks in there, she'll shoot him.
It's taking too long. David, you ought to be there.
When you hear the shot, come down to the cellar.
David? David?
last you've got it all. Everything I have. Even my life. But you're not going to live to enjoy it. Come with me, murderess. Come with me. Was indeed perfect. Only the victim is alive and the murderers are not. It's a pity you didn't know when you started your game of murder that I was playing too.
There must be some way to get in here.
Oh, it's right along here somewhere.
Lance! I've shot Mr. Loren. He's down in the wine cellar.
Alive?
I don't think so. It's him. He's alive.
You didn't shoot anyone, my dear. I loaded your gun with blanks. I can tell you all now. Trent and my wife were planning to kill me. They failed. Trent tried to throw me in the vat. My wife stumbled and fell. I'm ready for justice to decide if I'm innocent or guilty.
Now there are 9. There'll be more, many more. They're coming for me now. And then they'll come for you.
Visit our snack bar and treat yourself to some delicious Castleberry's pit-cooked barbecue sandwiches. Cooked the Castleberry way, slowly over open pits of glowing charcoal, then seasoned with a sauce that's zesty, yet delightfully mild to please the entire family. Also at the snack bar, you'll find popcorn and soft drinks and candy and French fries to go with your Castleberry's barbecue sandwiches. There's plenty of time before the movie starts, so visit our snack bar right now for Castleberry's pit-cooked barbecue sandwiches.
About the address, miss?
Yes, this is the place. You'll be sure and wait for me now, won't you?
Sure, I'll wait. Come on.
That's funny.
Number, please.
Oh, I'm at 122 Old Mill Road. This house hasn't been occupied for 13 years, and yet there's a telephone in it. Can you tell me who had it installed?
I wouldn't have that information, madam. I could connect you with a night supervisor, but she'd have to wait until the business office opens in the morning. I'm sorry.
All the modern improvements. You might have cleaned the place up a bit. Oh, yes, of course. Dad sat there. I sat next to him. Mr. Barksdale sat next to me. Aunt Lucille. Uncle John. Harold. Mother. Thor. Marjorie. Uncle Dick. Aunt Joan, Uncle Wayne, and Mr. Barksdale. Mr. Barksdale, is that you? Mr. Barksdale. Mr. Barksdale.
Police station, Captain Ryan speaking. Yeah? The old Morgan place?
He says he drove a youngster out there about 30 minutes ago.
Hold the driver, I'll be right over.
Okay.
Wake up, you dumb mass of muscle, and get going.
Huh?
Come on.
Well, where are we going?
Oh, the... Better than a mackerel. All right. Give me Stuyvesant 9600. You can go. Leave your address. We'll want you later.
Yes, sir.
What? Well, keep ringing them.
Hello.
Hello, Phil. This is Ryan. Listen, we've got a swell case down here.
I'm not interested.
Give Give me Stuyvesant 9600.
When you hear the tone of the gong, it will be exactly 12 o'clock and 6 split seconds.
Ring that number again. Hello, you. Say, what's the idea of putting that dame on the phone? I know what time it is.
What time is it?
Shut up. No, I don't mean you. Don't hang up. I want you to get over here right away. There's been a murder. I know, but this is a good murder. Listen, 13 years ago, a guy invited all his relatives to dinner.
The sap deserved to die. Well, arrest the mother-in-law and don't bother me anymore. Oh, all right, but make it snappy.
All right. There was 12 people there. The table was set for 13. The 13th guest never got there. That was 13 years ago. And now tonight we find a dame murdered, and she's sitting at the table in the 13th chair. Huh? I counted them. She was sitting in the 13th chair.
You dumb flatfoot. Who told you where to start counting? Well, go back and count the girl's chair first and let me know how you come out. And give my love to Aunt Sarah.
Ring that number again and keep ringing it. And then tell the night supervisor I want to know who had a couple of phones installed at 122 Old Mill Road if you have to get the whole Bell family out of bed.
I'm Winston, private investigator. Captain Ryan sent for me.
Yes, sir. Go right in.
And have fun, huh?
Call up headquarters and tell Clarence I'm sending those prints.
Yes, sir. Oh, what's the number?
Central You dumb idiot, don't you even know that? Get out and look it up. The discipline will do you good.
Yes, sir. Hello, Mr. Winston. We got a swell murder here.
Good. And the number you want is Central 5000.
Huh? Oh, yeah. 5000. Central 5000.
Well, you certainly took your time.
I was busy.
Yeah, sure. When you hear the gong, the time will be 12 o'clock and 6 split seconds. Have a look at this, and then I'll introduce you to the lady. This house has been unoccupied for 13 years, yet the phone's installed and the electricity turned on. I'm tracing that. Those books are on the floor. That's all in here. Now come on and have a look at the banquet.
The kid sure holds still all right.
Same old joke.
If I had a day off, I'd think up a new one. You can have her now, Doc.
Just a minute. I want Winston to have a look.
Oh, will you take care of that, Jerry, please?
Okay.
Too bad. Pretty girl.
You wouldn't notice that. Seen enough?
Yeah.
Okay, Doc.
Say, how did you know about that dinner party 13 years ago?
Oh, every man and his dog knows that story around here. Morgan, Sr., dropped dead just after they all sat down to the table. The old lady, she was young then. Must have been a little bit cracked herself. She wouldn't allow a thing to be touched. Just closed up the house and moved out, and that's that. And all these guys have been waiting for the dinner ever since. Gives me the willies every time I think of it.
Well, don't think then. Do you know who the girl is?
Sure. Daughter, Marie Morgan. Had her whole life's history in her handbag, but no address. The driver that brought her out here said he picked her up on the corner of 59th and Park.
The apartment house?
No, on the corner. We've been checking up on the apartment houses around there now.
How was she killed?
Wait till you hear. The doc hasn't said for sure yet, but it looks like she was electrocuted.
Electrocuted?
I thought of that, too. Not a wire on it.
That was it. Electricity. Enough to kill her, but not to burn the body. I wonder where she got it.
Say, that light in the living room...
I'll get it.
Well, what about that light in the living room?
It ain't on. I tried this globe in every socket in the room and it don't work.
Oh, maybe the globe's burned out.
Never thought of that.
Anyway, I don't think I'd go around trying light sockets if I were you.
Why?
Didn't it occur to you that a young lady was electrocuted here tonight and that she might have been trying light sockets?
Hello, operator. See if you can trace that call and ring me back. Make it snappy. Yes, darling, there's been a murder. You can read all about it in the morning papers. She listened in on all the other calls. Why the devil didn't she listen in on that one?
What was it?
I don't know. I just heard the receiver going up after I answered. Hello, Captain Ryan speaking. Sound Hotel? Thank you, sister. Oh, Grump!
Yes, sir.
Beat it over to the Sound Hotel and see if you can trace that call. Get a list of all the guests and all the telephone calls after midnight. And don't muff it.
No, sir.
And don't go to sleep.
Yes, sir. Oh, well, how am I going to get there?
You can drive a car, can't you, sweetheart? Take mine and beat it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, if that guy's uncle don't die soon, I'll be a nervous wreck.
Who's the uncle?
Just the big boss in the city, that's all.
Oh, so that's why he's on the force.
You don't suppose because he got any brains?
Hey, Cap, come here. Come here, will you?
Oh.
Come here, Cap.
What's the matter now?
The car, look at it. It ain't there.
Well, I'll be a son of a... What are you laughing at?
Nothing. I just think it's funny. I'm glad you invited me down.
Yeah.
Come in, boys. Yeah. Okay. Sit down. I'll see you in a few minutes. Did they identify the body?
Yes, sir.
Which one of you is the brother?
I am.
Friend of yours?
Yes. And of my sister.
All right, boys, I won't keep you long. Either of you know a man named Barksdale?
Yes, we both do. He was my father's lawyer.
Is he still handling the estate?
Yes. Why?
We'll ask the questions if you don't mind, son. Wasn't your father's will a little unusual?
It was quite unusual. He provided for my mother, for Marie and me, and left the bulk of the estate to the 13th guest.
Who was that?
We don't know. The 13th guest never arrived.
Screwy. Anything else about this guest?
No. Except that we always supposed that he'd come forward or be named when we became of age.
Well, when'll that be?
Well, why, do you suppose that might have had something to do with it? Marie was 21 yesterday.
What?
Yes. Barksdale called her the other day and told her to...
Oh, I'm not interested in that.
Well, I am.
All right, be interested.
Wait a minute. Where are you going?
Out. I'll see you later.
Say, but... Oh...
I suppose you were at that dinner party your father gave?
Yes.
Where'd your sister sit that night?
Why, beside my father. She always sat there.
Which side?
On his right.
Will you draw me a diagram of that table, name the people in the seating arrangement, and if any of them have died since, make a note of it? Have you kept in touch with the family?
When we couldn't avoid it.
Well, put down their addresses and leave it with the captain here. Thanks.
Do you remember how we sat that night?
Yes, I think so.
Were you there?
Well, I was visiting there. We were just kids then. But it isn't easy to forget a thing like that dinner party.
I suppose not. I've got a hunch I'll be thinking about it for some time myself. Let us hear about that phone call from Barksdale and I'll let you go.
Well, there isn't much to it, except that Barksdale called her a few days ago and gave her some instructions. Something she was supposed to do on her 21st birthday.
And you don't remember what they were?
I know. She wouldn't tell me.
And we're supposed to find the answer. Does anybody know anything? What's the matter with the old man besides being nuts? Are you sure this dinner wasn't held in an insane asylum?
What?
Try and calm down. Take these boys to the next office and give them some paper and pencils. And send Carter in. Yes, sir. You boys better stick around. We might want you. It's too bad, son. Take care of yourself.
And what do you mean?
Nothing much.
You mean they might go after me?
They might.
Well, I don't think I'd care if they did.
Well, we would. It costs the department a lot of dough to investigate a murder.
Well, in that case, I'll be careful. Well, thanks. You've been very considerate today.
That's all right, son. Well, what do you think? I can't think. I'm numb. Why the devil does a man have to go through all that hocus-pocus just to leave a will? It burns me up. Well, stop burning. Carter will make you happy. Yeah? Hey, Carter. Let's see what you got.
Yes, sir. Here are the deposit slips of the telephones and lights, ordered by one John Barksdale.
Barksdale? So that's where you got it, huh? Yeah, feel better now? I'll say. Wait till I lay my hands on this guy.
Also a man answering to Barksdale's description, registered at the Sound Hotel last night about 9:30, under the name of Perry, and at 1:22 put in a call to Douglason 968, then checked out of his hotel immediately after. Now, he hasn't been home since, and he hasn't shown up at his office yet, and his folks are beginning to worry.
Well, now, isn't that too bad? Tell them they can see him on Visitor's Day. Let's go.
Pardon me, sir. I managed to dig this up out of the Daily Herald files. It's Barksdale.
Swell. Let's send it out at once. Okay. Put a couple of the boys and those two kids in there. They may be all right, and again, they may not.
Yes, sir. Anything else for me, sir?
No, but stick around.
Okay.
Calling all cars. Calling all cars. Stand by for description of one John Barksdale, wanted for questioning on the Morgan murder case. Last seen on Long Island driving a Packard Touring, license unknown. Description: 50 years, 6 feet, gray hair, eyes brown. That is all.
Hello? Hello? I was ringing wrong.
Hello. Ah!
Well, I don't care. You can call me all the names you wanted.
I've run out of names to call you.
I don't care. Mr. Winston, if you'd have heard it, you'd...
Well, what did it sound like, Grump?
Well, it sounded like Tarzan. Tarzan. And the devil and a couple of heinies thrown in.
Well, could you give me an idea of what it sounded like?
Well, yeah, it started kind of... It started kind of up, like... That ain't just it, you know. It's kind of like it.
Well, perhaps if you tried it again, Grump.
Yeah, well, it's just...
Damn idiot! Don't you know when you're being ribbed? Shut up!
Oh, I was only trying to...
Shut up! Get out.
What is that? Oh. So I'd like to know who put all them books there.
So would I. Did you go to sleep today?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Get out of my sight before I kill you.
Yeah.
Hey, Phil, come here.
You come here.
Where are you?
In the dining room.
Oh. Is he dead? It's Barksdale. Can you beat that? Search the house upstairs and down.
Yes, sir.
Not that it'll do much good. Phil, what's the answer? It's got me worried plenty.
Me too. But I'm beginning to be glad that I wasn't invited to that dinner party years ago.
Yeah.
Here's the diagram young Morgan drew today. Take a look at the seating arrangement. First, we find the girl's body in the chair that she sat in that night. And now this. Are you beginning to get the idea?
Gee, yes. Ye gods, Phil. Are they going to line this table with stiffs?
That's the way it looks, unless we do something.
But that's crazy.
It very nearly confirms one thing, though. The person doing it was at the table that night.
I'll get it, boss. Cap! Help! Cap!
What's the matter now?
No. Oh.
hell did you get out of the morgue?
I haven't been in any morgue. Take your hands off me.
Be nice.
I won't. Let me alone.
Do you want me to spank you? Hold still. That's a good little girl. What's your name? Marie Morgan?
Yes?
What did you say? I asked this child here if she were Marie Morgan.
I'm no child.
Will you shut up?
And she said yes.
And she said yes.
I don't know. Maybe it's something I ate, and this is the nightmare. Where did you pick her up?
I found her riding around in your car.
In mine?
I was on my way to the police station.
Yes, and baby, you're still on your way to the police station. Take her down and lock her up. I've got some things I want to ask her about.
You can't arrest me.
Oh, can't I? That's what they all say. Maybe it's all a mistake. And maybe you can explain everything. And I'll bet you won't say a word until you see your lawyer.
Well, I won't.
All right, baby. Come and see your lawyer. Yourself to a good look.
Oh. Murdered?
That's right. Do you know anything about it?
No. No, of course not. Oh, what can this mean?
That's what we're going to find out. Take her and lock her in the library till we get through here. Was she headed for police station?
She was going in that direction.
Call up city headquarters and report this. Call the coroner. Then stick around outside.
Yes, sir.
Now, why did you ask that girl if she was Marie Morgan?
I think she is.
What about the other dame? There are no twins.
No, but the other girl had several small scars around her face. Didn't you notice them?
Yes, but I didn't think anything about it.
Well, I did. I thought she'd had her face lifted.
Well, what a blasted idiot I've been. That's why you were so surprised when her brother told you she was 21.
Certainly. No kid that age is going to have her face lifted.
And you beat it back to the morgue to have another look.
Right. And took a good plastic surgeon with me. She hadn't had her face lifted. She'd had it completely made over.
Well, I'll be... Now, that commences to make sense. Barksdale made an appointment with the real Marie Morgan to meet him here. They planned to kill her and substitute the other girl, huh?
Who planned to kill her?
Huh? Barksdale made the appointment?
Yes, but if Barksdale was in on it, which he may have been, who killed the gentleman on your right?
Little Bo Peep.
Operator.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Police might not like it.
I was only trying to call my brother.
We'll call him later. You're going to take a ride with me.
Where to?
To my apartment.
She'd be safer in jail.
Don't worry, she won't get away.
I didn't mean that. I said she'd be safer in jail.
And you may go to the devil.
Mr. Adams, Mr. Vincent.
Why, my dear child. Why, I'm almost afraid to touch you. What is the meaning of all this? Why, I'll have to send back that cutaway I ordered for your funeral.
You wear those to weddings, not funerals. This is Uncle Adams, the worst old reprobate who ever lived.
My dear, you're covering quite a lot of territory. How do you do, Mr. Winston? I'm delighted.
How do you do?
If you give him a drink, I think he may keep still.
What'll it be, scotch and soda?
Splendid, thanks. Easy on the soda.
There you are.
If you want my opinion, it's Uncle Adams who's been committing all the murders.
All the murders?
Mr. Boxdale was murdered today in the old house.
Boxdale? My word. Not that I ever liked the old devil, you understand, but murdered. Well, what's the meaning of it, Mr. Winston? You're investigating the case, I suppose?
Unofficially. I'm a friend of Captain Ryan.
Yes, of course. I've heard of you. Well, have you any clues, don't you call them? Any ideas?
No, but he has a laugh for you.
Really? Well, let's have it.
You're next.
What?
According to Mr. Winston's theory, you're next on the list. Unless, of course, you've been doing the murders yourself.
Really, Marie, you've always had the most peculiar sense of humor.
Must be some more of the family. I'm doing the resurrection act.
And enjoying it thoroughly, if I know you. You certainly startled me.
Did I?
Mr. and Mrs. Thornton, Mr. Winston and Miss Thornton.
How do you do?
How do you do?
If you'll explain your reasons.
Well, for heaven's sake, I thought you were dead.
Disappointed?
Well, why be a hypocrite? You know I've always hated your...
Marjorie, if you say that word again, I'll disown you.
What a loss. Is this for private use only? I suppose you're a Winston.
At your service.
I may take you up on that.
Mm-hmm. If this is another one of your jokes, Marie, I must say it's in bad taste. I've been simply prostrated all day.
I'll bet you have.
Bridge always tires Mother.
Marjorie.
May I answer it?
Certainly.
Let me.
Certainly, yes. Bud!
Marie, it is you. Oh, my dear.
They tried to kill me. Are you glad I'm alive?
Am I glad?
I think you are.
But what does it mean, sis? They made us go down and look at that other girl. We thought it was you.
Did you cry?
Well, to tell you the truth, honey, we both went home and got potted.
That's just as good.
Come on in.
Mr. Winston has the whole family here. He says one of them is the murderer. I'm giving odds on Uncle Adams.
Uncle Adams? He's too lazy to commit a murder. But tell me, darling, what happened to you?
I'll tell you later.
Well, here we are. Just one big, happy family.
Oh, hello, Thor. Who was that blonde I saw you with the other night?
There was no blonde, and you know it.
Oh, well.
Dear Marjorie, your soul must look like the inside of a vinegar bottle.
By Jove, it's a good idea. I wish I'd thought of it myself.
What's that?
Killing off the family. It must be some poor soul that had the misfortune to dine with us when we were all together.
I think you're right. Someone who dined with you 13 years ago.
Really? Oh, you mean the night that John read that stupid will?
And then died.
Well, mercy, don't ogle me. I didn't kill him.
No one killed him as far as we know. Does anyone here know the present whereabouts of Wayne Seymour?
The last time I saw him, I got an impression that he was going to spend the rest of his days at number 9, Yokohama. I see you know your Yokohama, Mr. Winston.
I've traveled a bit. With the exception of Wayne Seymour, you people were the only guests at that dinner who are still alive.
Well, and we're dead from the neck up.
Speak for yourself, John.
I'll speak if you don't mind.
Go ahead, but a few snappy jokes injected here and there would make a world of difference. You see, we're accustomed to public speaking.
I'm afraid this isn't a joking matter. It looks as if someone is determined to kill every person who attended that dinner 13 years ago. They've already killed 2 people.
Two?
Yes. A girl mistaken for Miss Morgan and John Barksdale.
Mr.
What? Barksdale murdered?
Very much so. And in both cases, the bodies were found in the chairs occupied by that person at the dinner. And as Captain Ryan so elegantly describes it, the murderer intends to line the table with stiffs.
Oh, how vulgar.
Well, thank goodness I was under the table most of the time.
Yes, pinching me.
Oh, I was a cute youngster. Always full of fun.
Someday I'll look at your baby pictures, but just now we're discussing murder.
Which automatically makes one think of Marjorie.
Speak for yourself, John.
Shall we go on with this or just turn it into a family reunion?
Well, why not have a blindfold test? Wouldn't matter which one you picked. We'd all cut each other's throats for a dime.
Why a dime? I'd cut yours for fun.
Give me police headquarters. Detective Bureau, Captain Brown's office.
Well, it isn't every day you get a chance to see a mastermind at work.
Hello. Who's this speaking? Oh, this is Winston. Send the wagon to my apartment and issue 4 John Doe and 3 Jane Doe warrants. Material witnesses in the Morgan case. Right. I've got them here.
Really, you're quite amusing, Mr. Winston.
Thank you. You'll like the matron in the city jail, too. She's one of the Philadelphia Smiths. Perhaps by this time you're beginning to see that I mean business. Now then, do you want to stop trying to be clever, or do you want to spend the night in jail?
Winnie, do the men have separate wards from the women?
I think you settled it then, young lady. Night in jail may make you people see that murder isn't amusing.
This is an outrage.
So is murder.
Why, you can't do this.
Wait and see.
I'll break you for this. The governor is a personal friend of mine.
And of mine. And I happen to know that he's a little funny when it comes to murder. He doesn't like it.
Don't be a lot of fools. He doesn't intend to send us.
The police, Mr. Vincent.
Yes, so I see. Good evening, Sergeant.
Good evening, sir.
Have you the warrants?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, all signed and in order. All right. Take these people down and lock them up.
Yes, sir. All right, step lively. I demand to see my lawyer.
Miss Morgan saw her lawyer today, and I don't think she enjoyed it.
Well, you'll be sorry for this.
Good night, Winnie, dear.
Mr. Winston.
Good night, my dear, and sweet dreams.
Hello. Come on down, dearie. We've got another corpse.
What? What, the family's all locked up?
Yeah, sure. You're a smart guy. I don't know. I haven't over yet. You coming down? Okay.
Get me to the police station. Hello. Give me the desk sergeant, the city jail. Yeah. Hello. This is Winston, private investigator on the Morgan case. I sent down 7 of the upper crust for you. Will you send somebody in and see if they're all there?
Yes, sir. Hey, Mike, take a look at the 400 and see if they're all there. Okay, Sergeant.
Don't touch her, Marjorie.
Hey, what's the matter? What? What? She says that you remind her of her mother. Oh!
Pipe down. You can't do this.
I demand that
Yes, I know. You're going to write a letter to the commissioner.
I won't stay in here another moment.
Say, what are you trying to do, rip me?
Dear me, no.
Say, if you guys don't dump me up, there's going to be a murder.
Well, that's what we're here for. 2 murders. He did them.
What?
Hey, pipe down here.
Yeah, officer, I demand it.
Oh, go read your ticker. I want to know what Steele's doing.
All there, Sergeant.
Okay. All there, Mr. Winston.
Okay, thanks. Oh, wait a minute. Turn them all loose, but put a man on each one of them. Yeah, I'll be responsible.
Wire runs over here, then goes no place at all. I've scoured the whole house. Now, the only answer is there must be a closet or a room somewhere that we don't know anything about.
I don't want to know anything about it.
All right, Bill. Make it snappy. Cut it right there. What do you make of that, huh?
I wonder. Steel.
Great guns.
Nothing rubber about that. Come on, let's get out of here. I've seen sights, but that one. Oh.
Rather a neat way of doing it, though, huh?
I don't think it's neat. It's fiendish as the devil. Do you realize that the murderer left that switch on, not caring who got killed?
And while he's asleep in the county jail, he commits another murder.
But he wasn't here to turn off the switch and bring the body in here. I think that cinches it. But which one?
Well, you saw them. Which is the most likely?
Well, the odds are about even. There's a cousin Marjorie who'd commit murder just for the fun of it. And her mother'd kill anything that stood in her way. But I think it stands between the two uncles. Adams is as smooth an old devil as I've ever seen. But Thornton's deep. You know, the big businessman who'd stop at nothing.
What about the brother and his boyfriend?
I think they're all right. Jensen's in love with the girl, and her brother seems genuinely fond of her.
Well, what's the girl's story?
Well, she said someone shot at her in the dark. She ran upstairs and hid. And by the way, she heard that same cry that Grump heard. And according to her, it wasn't particularly pleasant.
Just the same, I'd like to hear it. And what else did she do besides steal my car?
Well, she said she came back down, was about to beat it out the front door when she heard a car and motorcycle drive up. Said by that time she didn't know where to turn. And when she came in here and saw her double sitting cold and stiff at the table, she did go nuts. Got scared of the police as well as the rest. Hid in the cellar and then stole the car. She hid out all the next day. thought better of it and was on her way to the station when they picked her up. It's logical.
Barksdale asked her out here?
Yes. And what they were all after, I think, was a slip of paper that she'd got that day at the bank. Which doesn't make much sense, of course, unless it's a safe combination.
What was it?
13, 13, 13.
13. I'd like to get old man Morgan alone for about 10 minutes. I'd teach the old buzzard how to write a will. Well, we get the family down here and try and sweat it out of them, or should we put a close watch on them and see who comes down here?
Well, I'm in favor of the last. You know, our friend may get curious and come down to see if he's had another killing.
Then we keep this last one quiet, huh?
That's right. I've got a hunch it's the missing uncle. I want to call Miss Morgan.
Call the coroner, too, will you? I'm kind of ashamed to because I've bothered him so much lately.
Thank you. Well, if this is the kind of service I'm going to get killed every day. I'll get it. Hello? Miss Morgan's apartment.
How'd you like our city jail? Listen, child. I want you to destroy that slip of paper at once. And don't tell anyone what was written on it. Not even your brother. But no one's accusing your brother. Say, listen, don't you get too smart. You know, there's a distinct prejudice in the police department against little girls who go around stealing police cars. Oh, you're not? Well, 21's a mere drop in the bucket. Say, will you shut up and let me talk? Now listen, don't tell anyone those numbers. And if anyone tries to get them out of you, let me know immediately. Will you do that? Like a sweet little girl?
That was the great sleuth, Vincent.
Yeah? What did he want?
He told me not to tell anybody the numbers on that slip of paper.
What numbers?
13, 13, 13. Oh, God.
Trust a woman.
Oh, well, for goodness sake, don't tell him I told you.
All right, we won't.
Shame on you looking at those things.
Huh?
Why don't you have luncheon with me? It'll be more comfortable than standing out here.
How'd you know I was following you?
Have you ever been to the zoo?
Sure.
Did you see the elephants?
Yeah.
Well, that's how I know.
Huh?
I'm afraid you're not very bright. But you may come in handy. I'm about to go calling. Would you like to come along?
I gotta go wherever you go.
Is that a theme song, or just your quaint way of saying things?
Oh, well,
You'd better ride with me. You know, I'm getting a pain in the neck from looking back at you. Come on. Of course, just looking at you may give me a pain in the neck. Get in.
Okay. Stay there until you're relieved. That was Bentley, detailed to watch Adams. He says Adams hasn't left the house all day. But some dame just came up in a limousine with Grump.
Grump? He's tailing the Thornton girl.
Tailing her? He's riding in the limousine with her.
What?
I'd give $100 to see that.
Come in.
There's a Dr. Sherwood outside. Says he has some information on the Morgan case.
Dr. Sherwood?
Yes, sir. Send him in. I hope he's our man.
Hi, Doctor. Captain Brown, how do you do? Won't you sit down?
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope you're a plastic surgeon. I see you're ahead of me. I am, as a matter of fact. And I operated on the young lady who was killed. I only saw your notice in the paper this morning.
Yeah, well, we didn't know until last night that the wrong girl had been killed. When did you operate on her?
Several months ago. 3, as a matter of fact. She and her brother came to me.
What?
Well, she said he was her brother.
What name did they give?
Morgan.
Morgan? May I take Dr. Sherwood over to Miss Morgan's apartment?
Okay.
You could identify the brother, couldn't you?
Oh, certainly. He came to me twice.
Fine. Let's go.
Well, goodbye, Captain Brown.
Goodbye, Doctor, and thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, hello.
Come here, Doctor. That your man?
No.
Say, why aren't you down at the old house?
Well, I'm rather tired of being there so much. Have you a picture of your friend Jensen around?
Yes, I think so. But look here, Mr. Winston. Marie's going down to the old house to meet you.
What?
Didn't you call her?
Well, no.
You didn't call her?
No, I tell you. What's it all about?
I just got in. She left this.
Where's it? Oh, honey. Oh, get a picture of Jensen and show it to the doctor, will you, please? Hello, operator. Get me Douglas in 968. Hurry it.
That's the one.
Hurry with that call.
Hello. Hello? Oh, yes.
Now listen, child. Don't get in a panic, but get out of the house as quick as you can. Is there an officer guarding it?
Yes. He let me in when I told him you... Mr. Winston, didn't you call me?
Now, don't get in a panic. Just get the officer to drive you to the Douglaston police station and wait for me there. Now beat it.
All right.
Where's Miss Morgan? Hasn't she been here?
No one's been here.
You come with me. I may need you. No, wait. Stay here. Tell Ryan to beat it over to the Morgan house as soon as he gets here.
Yes, sir.
Isn't she there?
No. He'll come around all right. Come on. Go quietly.
Come on, here, cut it out. Cut it out. Come on.
Kill her! Get her off!
Come on. Cut it out.
What did you do with my sister?
Here, cut it out. Come on, get up. Go let him in. Now then, what have you done with Miss Morgan? Come on now, make it snappy.
Miss Morgan? I don't know.
Where is she?
What's this?
Just a swell species of skunk. Now, come on, tell me, what have you done with her?
I tell you,
Did you call her and tell her to meet me here?
No, I swear I didn't.
We know all about Sherwood and the other girl, so you may as well tell us the rest. Who was in on this with you?
Barksdale.
So you killed her and then Barksdale so you wouldn't have to split, huh?
No, I don't know who killed them. I swear it.
Pick up that phone.
No, no.
Why not?
Because that's the way Leela got it.
You were there that night. Did you kill her?
No, I saw her after...
After shooting at Miss Morgan?
No, I didn't.
No, you're a liar. Go on, take him down and lock him up.
Come on. But Phil...
I tell you, Ryan, it doesn't make good sense. Why go to all the trouble to impersonate someone and then kill the impersonator? Jensen tried to kill Miss Morgan, but somebody else killed the girl thinking it was Miss Morgan. Jensen knew the difference. There have been two different factions working in this against each other.
But where's...
Exactly. Get an axe. Break that wall in.
All right.
And son, you'd better go on back to the station.
Why?
Because I don't think your sister's going to be alive when we find her.
I don't know.
Help me!
No.
You know what they are. Help me! Help me!
I know, but if you kill me, you'll never know.
You little fool! Don't you know that I'll kill you anyway? Tell me!
Stop. All right. 13.
You better not be lying.
It's a swell joke.
Come on. Get out of here. Come on.
Got a patent on that little electrical device of yours, Adams?
No, I'm sorry to say. I haven't.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. The state's got something that works along the same lines. and we're going to give you an exclusive demonstration. Take him out.
Come on, move.
When they let you into that safety deposit box?
Sure.
What did you find?
Only $1 million in securities for her.
$1 million?
How disgusting. I hope it isn't U.S. Steel.
Don't worry, it isn't. I left the securities there, of course, but this letter was on top, and I thought you'd want it.
Thank you. To Marie, the 13th guest. Can you imagine that? I was it all the time. The poor lamb. Read it.
Aloud?
Why, yes.
My dear child, I am making a rather melodramatic attempt to protect your fortune. But if I am right about the other members of the family, it is almost certain to reveal them to you in their true light, so that you will not make the same mistake I made when I married into it. Bless you, my dear, and may they have killed each other off by the time you receive this. Your father. It's sad, but it's also darn good advice.
What?
Not to marry into a screwy family.
Hi.
Tell me where you've been.
Well, first I went... Well, you told me to tailor.
Hello.
Hello, Phil. This is Ryan. Listen, I've got another swell...
I'm not interested.
When you hear the tone of the gong, it will be exactly 12 o'clock and 6 split seconds.
Uh-oh. Hello? Ring Stuyvesant 9600 and keep ringing it. And when you've done that, well, ring it some more.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.